Now we're going to turn the pieces and start stuffing. Now turning little pieces can be a little tricky. I like to use an eraser and my mini cotter pin turner, or some places call it a cotter key. As you can see, I stuck the eraser end in so that I could push the cotter key against it and then turn it right side out. You have to be very careful when you're doing this because you don't want to poke a hole in fabric. I've done that many times. And then use the cotter pin turner to gently make sure that all the pieces have been fully turned right side out. The body is much easier to turn. But I still use that cotter pin turner to poke all the inside to make sure everything is all the way turned. Some people use a little forceps to do this. I just I rip the fabric too often with the forceps, so I use the new pencil eraser and the cotter pin turner, the mini cotter pin turner. The ears are very easy, of course. The smaller your fingers are, the easier time you'll have, and also the more nimble your fingers are. Minis can be a little more challenging than some of the bigger bears. Now the leg is also a bit of a trick. I like to start, I put the pencil end at the toe of the foot and then push in with my mini cotter pin turner so that I'm pushing on the eraser and try to push the whole thing through. It takes a few times. And again, you're trying to be very careful so you don't want to rip especially that felt paw pad. You don't want to rip anything, but the felt paw pad is a little bit more susceptible than the mohair. Here we go. Alrighty. Oh, and this is why the openings have to be big enough so that you can turn the pieces. You don't want them too big, but you can't have them too small either. There you go. Poke it on the inside to get the shape back. Both there and then at the foot pad. I'd say for me the feet are the hardest to turn. The head, I do the same way as the foot. I just put that pencil at the tip of the nose. It's a little harder to do it when you're filming it. There you go. Alrighty. Okay, now we got it. And you want to make sure you poke everything out again, especially the sides of the head and the nose. Okay, now that we've got them all turned, we want to use that a needle or an awl. I'm using my big German needle for this to pick out all the fur that may be caught in the seams. A little bit here. The foot pads, I think, are the most important, but don't forget the back and the front of the foot either. But you can see here a lot of it, even though we got all the fur to the inside, it still gets caught in the seams. So you just gently pull them out there. And after you've done everything, we are ready to joint this bear. What we're going to do first is we're going to take care of the arms. And we've got our mini T-cotter pins and our little discs, and I just like to slip them through all of them to have them ready. We're using the smaller discs for the arms in this pattern. And we'll just get the legs out of the way. We're going to work on this arm. I want to make sure that I can see the joint marking. There it is. Now you can put the joint in first or stuff it a little bit and put it in later. It depends on what I'm in the mood for. Right now I'm going to add a little stuffing first. And that mini cotter pin turner turns out to be really good for stuffing miniature bears. You'd be amazed how much stuffing will fit inside this tiny little arm. So I'll stuff that up about to the seam opening. Get that nice and firm. And now I want to unfold that a little bit so I can see the joint. You can use your awl, or I'm using my big German needle. And I'm going to just poke right there at the joint marking. Keep an eye on that. Get my small disc joint and slide it through so that the cotter pin comes through on the outside. And then, there we go, slip that in like that. And I'm going to continue stuffing and get the arm all the way stuffed. Now as we get closer to end of stuffing, I tend to use the eye end of that big needle. And you want to have it stuffed enough so it's not too mushy at the top. And now in the next step, I'm going to show you how to close this seam.